my name is John Bridges. I'm going to be going over the financial management section of Priceless Properties and what we expect to gain from this business venture. The first thing I'd like to go over is the identifications of risk and our plans to overcome them. There are several risks, including establishing a customer base, potential loss of income, and purchasing a good rental property. To do these things, we purposely selected Lexington because we feel it is a good area. Also, it is a college town. We can charge more for rent because people have to be there for college. Attracts many renters with people not wanting to pay for a house while they're in college. As an example, that some people, the potential loss of income. As with any business, it's possible to lose money, and you will lose money on one venture or another. We tried to minimize this we want to obtain good renters. That way, no purposeful, spiteful damage will be done, such as holes in wall or purposely breaking an appliance. This is more what we targeted for accidental, just regular use of wear and tear, such as replacing a roof or needing a new refrigerator. We want to make sure that we were in a good area to not only establish that we have a good customer base, but to eliminate some of the potential risks to loss of income. We wanted to make sure we chose a good property, not the cheapest that we could find, because we felt that customers would much rather have a private, safe, comfortable living space than just the cheapest that they could find for their, if they chose their families. Our property that we selected was a duplex. It side by side, not on top of each other, but two families could live there, or two single renters. It was 3 beds, 2 bath to allow, extra room if they needed somebody, which would, each side is going to rent out for $900 for a total of $1,800 a month. The next section I would like to go over is our projected return on investment. The conditions that we have set up for our return on investment is that each investor, all 5 of us, wanted to put in $15,000 to pay cash as a down payment on the property. The property was $115,500, so this leaves us $37,500 difference in buying the complete property and having it paid off. If you take our $75,000 and use what we projected our incomes to be after the expenses, taxes, loan payments, all that, it will be 5.87% for our first 3 years. That's year 1, 2, and 3. We did this because we set up our finance charts and balance incomes, everything like that. We wanted to make sure that it was conservative, that it was realistic. After the first 3 years, it would be different because we would be basing on what we paid off of the loan, which would be over the $115,500. That would our return on investment would equal 3.82%. We expect this to remain unchanged because we expected this to be unchanged, like I said, just due to the fact that we set it up conservatively to where we had 10% of our income going out to deal with maintenance issues, which would not be realistically. You would not spend 10% on your maintenance issues. You might have 0% one month and 20% the next month. That is why we were able to keep such straight standard numbers. The next section I'd like to move on to is our funding request. Like I said, we were planning on putting down $75,000, which would mean we needed a loan for $37,500. We were searching for a 3-year loan to enable us to aggressively pay it off to where we would be able to make more of a profit after we were done paying interest on our loan. These funds that we use are strictly to put down to pay off the difference of the house that we were unable to come up with on our own. Our financial goal for these 3 years is to pay off the loan as soon as possible. As I just stated, we feel we would be able to be in a better place when we were not having to pay our expenses on a loan and the interest. After we finish this in the 3 years, we plan on reevaluating our situation and potentially buying another rental property and doing the same thing again to allow us to place a big down payment on it, pay it off, that way we're not losing money in loan payments. Lastly, I would like to talk about the quality of facts and the numbers that we presented. The finances that we stated were copied from a rental property that I own. These numbers were very realistic. It was located in a town called Huntington, West Virginia. It's a big college town. Marshall University is there. The only thing different, we had to adjust a little bit. For instance, there is no flood wall fee in Lexington. There was a flood wall fee in Huntington with the Ohio River, so you are not going to have some of the as high of fees in West Virginia or in Lexington that you did in West Virginia. Lastly, I would like to state that the unaccounted figures that we had in our business plan, such as where our business would be located and the computers that we were using, Miss Kirby Johnson, who is going to be taking over the operations section next and explaining more so what our plan is, we added this to our plan and it was unaffected. Our finances were left unaffected by this, and I would like to let her explain the next section. Thank you.